All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little more lighthearted. You'll see that I've got Richard with me. I figured,
What's up?
I figured last time he had a lot of opinions, a lot of stuff to say, and I figured let's do this in a lighthearted way. So we're on Zoom. We've got the app Unpopular Opinions, and it's really simple. All it does is give us like an either or a would you rather kind of question, and we'll have mine and Richard's hot takes on these random questions and
Let's
see
do
how it
it.
goes.
Let's do it. Snap, crackle, and pop. Let's go.
All right, so the first one we've got is if McDonald's can do breakfast all day, then they should also be willing to give me lunch in the morning. What do you think,
Well,
Richard?
well, first of all, I'm not going to McDonald's anytime soon. So, to me, I would have to say I'll pass. It doesn't matter. But if I have to say something on the subject, which I do according to the rules,
That's right. You got to say something.
I would say McDonald's doesn't owe me a lunch. Too many people expect too many things. And we're so spoiled in this world. When you go to like the mountains of Laos and you see how the people live, and then you say McDonald's owes me lunch in the morning, give me my freaking lunch. I want my Big Mac right now. No, it's a step too far. Society is crumbling. The entitlement of the United States is too much. I say a solid no, but I'm not going anyways.
My question is, who's wanting a Big Mac first thing in the morning? Who wakes up looking for that, the special sauce and the beef and what is that, a patty or a bun in the middle, right? Like that's just too much for me in the morning.
All beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. You see all those commercials from when I was a kid are coming back. You see how they are embedded in the mind.
It's really amazing.
I don't remember my baby's name half the time, but I still remember that, right? This is the
That's what's
mind
important.
of an American, right?
That's right. Well, let's get to the next one. All right, laughing at your own jokes is 100% normal.
Oh, if you're funny, yeah. If you're somebody like me, yeah, because you hear the joke and you interpret it and you're like, yeah, that's right. That was fucking funny. And even for the people that aren't funny, at least they're enjoying themselves. They might say something really stupid or not funny at all, and they'll crack up. I say go for it. Go for it. At least I'll like you. At least you'll be pleasurable to be around. So I give that a solid thumbs up. Yes.
Hey, yeah, and even if you're the only one laughing, at least you're having a good time, right?
Bingo.
Yeah. Okay, I can get down with that. Chocolate chip cookies are the best.
Versus peanut butter.
I don't know about that second option. Let's go with chocolate chip cookies are the best and just agree or disagree.
I go chocolate chip cookies. I go chocolate chip cookies all the way. I don't want any cookies that aren't chocolate chip. If you hand me a cookie that's not chocolate chip, I throw it over my shoulder. If you hand me another one, I throw it in your face. If you hand me a third, we're going to get into a fight. Chocolate chip cookies, I accept. They are the currency in this new world. Yes, chocolate chip cookies. Definitely the best.
Hey, you all heard it here first. You start stocking up on those chocolate chip cookies for when the apocalypse comes.
Bitcoin and chocolate chip cookies. That's the way the world's going.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, follow up. What about white chocolate macadamia nut?
I don't like white chocolate. White chocolate does not count as chocolate. Jason Williams used to be white chocolate in the NBA. I can accept him. I don't accept the food white chocolate. No,
fair
thank
you. All right, moving on. Which adventure activity would you like to engage in? And you've probably done both of these, rappelling or caving.
Rappelling, because caving is just, you're in the freaking dark. You have to watch everywhere that you are stepping. You've got to wear one of those spotlights over your head. And if your spotlight goes out for some reason, you're dead. You're a goner. You're not making it out of the cave. You're blind. Forget about it. No way. I don't like to be in a cave. Give me the risk up on the mountain. Thank you very much.
I'm with you on the rappelling being like you have a view there. Caving, it seems like more of the same.
Unless you're looking for buried pirate treasure, yeah, rappelling's the way to go. Much more fun.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, nice and simple. Tattoos are cool.
They are not cool. They used to be cool because you used to be expressing individuality. Today, every single person and their mother, literally mothers, have tattoos. My wife's sister has way too many tattoos. And I have a one tattoo rule. If you have more than one tattoo and you've gone through the pain of that, there is something mentally wrong with you to continue. And the irony here is that they don't have that much money, but they've spent thousands of dollars on tattoos. So if they ever come and they say, hey, can you give us a loan? I'd be like, but you've got a bank account. You're just wearing it on your sleeve. What do you say? Tattoos.
I've thought about getting one, and my brother's got one, and his was very well thought through. I don't remember all the symbolism behind it, but I think that they can be done well and tastefully. But I think you're right. Some people go overboard and don't think through the decision, and I'm not really on board with that.
It used to be a rebellious thing to do, but it's so commonplace that when everybody does it, it loses any cachet. It loses like the rebellious spirit. So I'm going to pass on tattoos.
Okay. Do you think vaping will ever get to that point where there are just so many people vaping that it's not cool anymore?
Vaping, it's it's at least better for you than the nicotine. Not the nicotine it's better than the cigarettes. I mean, it gives you the nicotine high or whatever without all the other chemicals. So if people want to vape, I've got greater respect for that than I do for people that continue to smoke. At least they're trying to take care of their health.
Going to brunch is best. What are your thoughts on brunch?
Brunch is for the rich snobs in Los Angeles that go to the brunch at the Four Seasons, which I used to see all the time. It can cost like $80, $85 or something plus tax and tip. And because of that, I never went. But I witnessed people going in. I was by the Four Seasons and I saw people dropping fat wads of bills in order to pay for their meal. So I'm going to pass on brunch the majority of the time. It's the lazy man's breakfast is what it is. Person that can't get up at 7 or 6 o'clock in the morning that is eating brunch. Oh, let's do brunch. Well, let's have a little champagne. Okay, Alki. Okay, lazy ass. That's what I've got to say about brunch.
I am on board with most of the food served at brunch, though. Yeah, I think you're right. You have to skip breakfast in order to make that work. Otherwise, you can't really enjoy it. If there were a more affordable way to do brunch, I'd be more on board.
Well, you can make your own little brunch with your own beer, and you can still be lazy and get that cheap alcohol. Get your O'Douls in.
Oh, man, if you're going to wake up early enough to make brunch, then you might as well wake up and have breakfast then.
Yes, well, if you can wake up early enough, but that's what makes you lazy. Is anybody that's having brunch, I'm just going to say is lazy. That's that.
That's the final word. All right. Tacos are quite delicious.
I live in Mexico right now.
I know. Loaded question.
I'm going to tell you that I am currently an expert on tacos birrias, which are absolutely yummy. You can get them on the street here. They cost about $1 a taco. You can get an entire meal for $2, and they're super tasty. You get a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of onion, a little bit of sauce, and it's delicious. I give tacos a big thumbs up and a pass on any of you that say otherwise.
What's in tacos birrias?
That is like I think it's beef actually.
Okay.
And it's like shredded beef, like in sauce and stuff.
Ooh,
it's pretty yummy.
Okay. So let me ask you what you think about, like, there are a lot of, I don't know if it's like a hipster thing, but like making everything into tacos now, where you have like taco places that just have like really random flavors and different kinds of meats in them.
You started to go off, and the moment you said hipster, I was immediately But here's the but. Because I naturally do the same thing where I try to make many things into a taco. And here in our house, when we get served food, because sometimes we have somebody that comes and cooks for us and she turns everything into a taco and it's really yummy. I've got to give the hipsters a pass on this one. Okay. It's not such a bad thing. Hipsters, you get a pass. If you live in Portland, you don't get a pass because obviously you're making a horrible mistake with your life. But otherwise, if you're just turning everything into tacos, we're okay.
Okay. That's just a vehicle for the food.
Just a vehicle. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a vehicle.
Oh man, this is a tough one. I don't know. Maybe it's not a tough one for you. Would you rather give up bathing for a month or give up the internet for a month?
Uh, that's a tough one. I do like to be clean on occasion. I don't know that I could go a whole month without bathing as much as I sweat and as hot as it is here. And if I gave up internet for a month and I was just like working out, but then I wouldn't have my music. I wouldn't have.
Oh,
I mean, what am I going to do? Get one of those old time cassette recorders? I would have to go back to 1985 and pick one of them up because they're not even available here. So I'm going to be absent music because that's the only way that it's delivered.
Yeah,
so,
right.
With that said, you're going to have one stinky man around you. I'm going no bathing.
Nope. At least you'll still be connected to the world without.
I need to have that music playing when I'm working out.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, there's no time machine. If you invent me a time machine where I can go back and get a cassette recorder and those old Walkman, then I'd be okay. But I can't work out without the music.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think through the implications though, because if you don't bathe for a month, at least for in my house, you don't have a wife for a month either.
Yeah, sometimes you can use a vacation. I'm kidding.
I'll just let that pass.
I'm just kidding.
This is going to be on the internet, man.
I'm just kidding, babe.
That's a tough one, though.
I'll bathe tomorrow for you.
A month and a day. All right, let's go. Let's go one more here. Oh, this is kind of an interesting one. You cannot be successful if you don't go to school. I wonder who came up with that.
BS. I completely disagree. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not.
There's so many different ways that you can learn. And the question is, what defines success? I define success as anybody who is truly happy. And you don't have to go to school for that. In fact, if you go to continuing education like college, they basically teach you to be miserable, that the whole world is an oppressor and is against you, and that, you know, white people are the devil is essentially what most colleges are teaching today. So if you want to go to that continuation school and you're not studying a STEM field, then I'm going to have to say absolutely not. Most people that work with their hands are actually much happier than those pseudo intellectuals that are pontificating about white supremacy all the time.
All right, yeah, I'm totally with you. Not on the white supremacy piece, but that. But yeah, I mean, absolutely. Even if you're just talking financial success, that school is not the only way for that. There are so many other ways, like you said, to be successful. That absolutely, school is not a prerequisite for that.
And it depends how you define success. How do you define success?
I'd say I'm close to with you on the happiness piece, but there's also pieces where there's just like you can't guarantee a lot of that. But I think maybe being able to find contentment would be more where I'm at. I think we're thinking along the same.
We're along the same path.
Yeah,
definitely along the same path.
Yeah, I would say if we're talking about like some kind of elementary education, I think that literacy is an important part of being able to improve your circumstances. And
absolutely. I mean, you have to know
I'm assuming that this is talking about like post high school.
Yeah, you have to know how to read. You have to know basic math.
Oh, sure.
Outside of that, you know, everything else is pretty much extra. You know, that's what you have to know.
You can make a living off of
math. You can still be very happy and content, as you said.
For sure. No, that was super fun. And I'm glad we get a chance to kind of talk through some of this stuff that's like not earth shaking and super important, and just have a chance to vibe.